Welcome to the Reaper, a 4x4 base design with a seawall, funnel wall, and a beautiful compound overall. We also have an amazing open core that's fully honeycombed all around with enough boxes for your entire wipe. I hope you guys enjoy this base design. Now let's head right into the tour. So once we're ready to look at the Reaper, we'll start by the external TCs, which are found on all four sides being bunkered in. Open it up by placing this and then head on inside to reach the TC, and as you can see, 3000 stone, 1400 metal per TC, and we can then break this to simply seal up the bunker. 4 gatehouses, so let's head in through one of them right here, where we have beds and peaks leading in and out of our compound. Shotgun traps are hidden and placed everywhere imaginable in the compound so raiders can't get to you. 2 turrets on either gatehouse and the seawall, as you can see right here. Nice little funnel entrance to our bedrooms here, making it hard for raiders to get to you when you need to respawn. And inside of here, we got room for 4 beds in each of them, giving you a total of 16 respawn points. And as you can see, these peaks will hold everything that you need to possibly hold. Once we have looked at that, let's head on into the actual base that you can find right here. 1 door on all 4 corners with peaks right here as well, leading into your gatehouse, and some nice little cheeky angles right here. Once we're on the second floor, we got mixing tables, lockers, and you can reach them from your jump ups if you are in a hurry. Heading on downstairs is basically just a little cookout session with some re-peak angles right here up to the floors from all 4 sides. To get into our actual core, we'll have to go to the second floor and go through this double door right here, which will take you down to your actual starter unit, which has furnaces, bags, and everything else you might need. The Upkeep can be found on screen as of right now. So to get up here, as you can see, we got re-peak angles on this floor as well, with more lockers that can be reached from here. Where we can find these beds right here will be secure behind doors from raiders inside of this area. You can get to it from a lot of angles. You can also shoot from underneath these beds, so if this door is open or raided away and there are raiders in here, you can tuck yourself under here and shoot their feet right here, and they basically cannot see you. And then go up the jump up on 2 sides. 2 of the sides will lead to mobility chutes, as you can see right now. Mobility chutes that takes you all the way up to your shooting floor, and the 2 other sides will lead us and get into the open core. We got boxes, lockers, and everything else that we could possibly need this wipe. So we got more boxes over here with some workbenches just being placed simply to get some nice little crouch angles up here to shoot into your shooting floor. But you can also use repair benches. Also got some ankle biters right here. Heading up here, we got more lockers, and inside of here is basically just a bunch of beds. Whatever you'd like to do with this to make it better is entirely up to you. Head back on outside to the airlocked single door to get into our shooting floor, with some single door frame peaks right here that are amazing for knocking nades off of that. Fall down there and blow them all up. There's also some freehand peaks on all 4 sides that'll give you nice little angles all the way around, as well as some tight angles left and right and up and down. We also got a retake for our roof right here on all 4 sides, and if we go to the center square, it'll take us to the roof. Nice locker right here that can be re-geared with, and then we open up this door to get to the actual roof. Once we're on the actual roof, we got even more peaks right here leading up and down and left and right, as well as peaks right here in between everything, as well as a nice amount of respawn points up here as well. And if we need to get off the roof in a hurry, we simply drop off right here, land on this frame, and just run away, whatever that might be the reason for. That's the Reaper, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this base design. Okay, so once we're ready to start building, we'll build a nice little 2x2, and then we just put walls all the way around it for now. Once we got the walls all the way around, we'll add 1 wall in the center, and then create our jump up right here, then put door frames on everything. We can put a ceiling on all of this, and add our triangle loot room right here. We'll then put our TC down in this corner, and then we'll add our jump up right here, and put a ceiling on top of all of it. Once we got that down, we'll put the double door down. And once we are inside, this is what I like to set it up as, but obviously however you want to set up your interior is entirely up to you. Once we are done with that though, we'll head back upstairs, and we'll start by adding down 3 walls right here, 2 walls here, another jump up, and 3 door frames like so. On this last jump up, I like making it wood like that, so when I place this double door, people can't break this too easily. So by getting up here, they'll have to break this and then go through the double door to get deeper if they're trying to raid your early game. And once we do get inside, I like to set some furnaces, sleeping bags, and more boxes and electric furnaces for later on. But once that is all good, it's time to continue on building. So I'm going to put symmetry on here on all 4 sides, and we'll start by building out some foundations all the way around like this. Then we'll add on 2 triangles and 3 more triangles as well. All of this will upgrade to metal, just like so, and this can also be upgraded to metal. Once we have this footprint down, we are done with the footprint. Once we're ready to build, we'll go in between the triangles and build out 4 squares. Then add some triangles next to it, just like so. Once we got this down, we'll build our gatehouses right away by adding 2 double door frames and 2 windows right here, and a roof on top of it, just like so. Then we'll add 2 low walls right here and low wall right here, with a half wall here and a ceiling on top of it. And put our double doors down right here and place some beds and boxes inside. Put windows on the ones facing out and then leave the ones in leading like they are, giving us good peeks in and out of our base, just like so. And our gatehouses are now done. With our gatehouses being finished, it's time to build our actual external TCs. So we'll go in between these 2 triangles right here and build a square and 2 triangles. Remove these and then add a square and build 2 low walls. Grab any gun of any kind whatsoever, just so we can line it up where we want it to be. So we want it to be right here to build a freehand. So just right there. Once we got that down, we build a building plane and add 2 triangles like that, and then break that one, build a square and a bunch of triangles. Now this doesn't have to be pixel perfect because it's not going to connect to our base anyways. But once we got this down, we'll start by adding down a square and a triangle, with another triangle and 2 squares and 2 more triangles. These ones will upgrade. We'll leave these for now. And then we'll add another square and a triangle and 2 squares and 3 triangles. The left and right one we will upgrade. And this is the build out to get to our external TC. So once we are here, we'll build up these just like so, and put our TC in the left hand side. On the shelf on the other side, I like to add some boxes, simply to have some bunkered loot away. Now that we got that down, let's remove this twig right here, so we can build our actual bunker. To do that, we'll add a square right here, and just try to jiggle it around until it kind of snaps into place. This might take you a few tries, but you'll figure it out eventually. So once you do have it, it should be 78 stability, and you should only be able to open it from one side. So this side doesn't work, meaning that this side should work. So once we have that down, we'll head back inside and add 2 single door frames, just like that. Make sure that they are hard-sided, or else you won't get the actual wall. If you look at this you can see will snap out of it, and this one doesn't do that. And we want the one that like rubbles out of it. And then we'll just add on 2 single door frames on these 2 rooms. With that being done, we're almost finished. All we got to do is add a triangle, square, triangle, remove all of this, and then triangle, square, triangle, and upgrade this triangle. And if you look at the bottom right here, you can see that you can kind of look into it. We don't want anything to happen, so we'll just add on these 2 triangles as well. All we got to do now is add 1 more triangle here to add down this. Now we are ready to connect it back to our base. We'll add these 2 walls right here out of stone, and then some frames right here, just to connect it to this part. And then we got to connect it back to this part, which will be with 2 single door frames, and then a double door frame right here, and more frames right here. We are now fully connected to our base, and everything is connected where we need stuff to be connected. Once that's all good, let's build up our seawall so we can get our compound placed right away. First thing we got to do is add on a wall here and a wall here, with a window leading in and a window leading in. And then 1 wall here and a ceiling on top of everything. And inside of here, we'll be having lockers with windows on top of them. And then we'll put down 4 beds in each bedroom. Just for safety, I like to add actual windows on these, and then I'll just pick them up with a hammer I'll stick in the locker, just to make you more secure when you spawn in during a raid defense. Now that we have our doors down, this bedroom is completely finished. Same with the gatehouses. All we gotta do now is add 1 square and 2 triangles, remove this triangle, and then 1 square, 2 triangles, remove this triangle. And this is what it should look like. We'll add a wall here and a wall here, same on this side, and then 2 low walls here. We'll make sure that they are soft-sided facing in, because if they are thick-sided, you'll notice later on when we add on walls here and we upgrade all of this to metal, that it might be hard to walk through here. Like you see how it like snaps you in, but if you rotate these, then it won't have that issue. So just make sure that these ones are soft-sided, just like so. Then we'll put a ceiling on top of here, and a ceiling on top of here. We'll go out here now and place on our actual compound walls. So just hand-to-eye coordination, practice this in a build server before doing it as well. just to make sure you don't mess anything up. Once we got it where we want it to be placed, it should fit perfectly. All we gotta do is repeat it on the other sides. And there we go. We now have a compound. Let's add our large furnaces in here as well. By simply standing on top of this frame, we should be able to make it right here. And then just jump to make sure that it's as high as you want it to be. The higher it is, the harder it will be for raiders to walk around it to get into your compound later on. Just like that. Now we got a nice looking seawall and a nice little funnel wall later on. Before we build up the compound though, let's seal in the first floor of our base a little more, just to make us more defendable if we get raided early game. We'll head over here, and we're still using symmetry on all 4 sides. On the right hand triangle, we'll do this. Same with this one. But on this one, we'll leave a half wall right there. Then add a single door peak right here. Then 2 more walls above it. And a roof above the actual single door. On this side, we'll just make it a standard jump up. And then 2 double door frames here. With a ceiling here. And a frame right here. All ceilings should always be upgraded to metal, as it barely costs anything anyways. Add 2 walls here, upgrade them to metal, and a ceiling here, upgrade it to metal, and then we'll head back upstairs. We can add 2 double door frames right here, and a ceiling, and then another jump up above this jump up. And for now, we'll just cap these off with wood jump ups, just like so. We will use something here later on though, but we'll come back to that when we get there. Let's make our entrance as well by jumping down here on all 4 sides and adding 2 windows right here, and 3 door frames, but don't forget a jump up as well. On these windows, we'll add actual windows and then garage doors and double doors. And then we'll add a nice little peak right here. Or we can also put some drop boxes if we would like to. Just don't put them too high, as you want to be able to actually peek through this as well. But we can make it reachable from both angles, just like that, and we'll still be able to peek through it. As you can see, we can put anything in here to make it easier as well, like for example just a small box, just to make this peek more doable to shoot if people are taking control over your gatehouses. And then we'll put a ceiling on all of this, and a frame right here, upgrade your ceilings, and then build these 3 walls, a half wall and a low wall, and 3 more door frames. Same with this side, just so it's easier to see where we are working, we'll just put a wood on top of that as well. But I wouldn't recommend making all of these wood on your actual wipe, as that'll be a lot of soft siding. But if you don't mind it, just leave it like this. But as you can see, we have a lot of jump ups to do later on. Let's head back inside though and head downstairs into this first floor right here. First thing we'll do is add a garage door on both floors, just like that. And I personally like adding actual doors to these jump ups right here, just so I can choose myself when they are used, so your raiders can't use them against you. And down on this wall right here, on all 4 sides, we'll do a bunch of furnaces just to make sure that we never running out of charcoal. So we'll place a horrible amount of furnaces down here. And once we got that placed, we're good to go. We'll add down some double doors right here, leading in, and then we can add down 2 beds on either side as well. Just make sure that you learn how to jump over them. Then we'll add down a double door from here for stability later on. We now have 8 more respawn points and we're good to continue. And under this jump up, we can just stick a little barrel just so we have more loot to organize or to automate the loot later on. Once we're back up here, we'll add a barrel on top of this one. Now that we're back up here, we'll add mixing tables on 2 sides of the base. So on 2 sides, I will be adding mixing tables, the one here and one here. Don't forget this door frame as well. On 2 sides of this floor, we'll be adding 2 mixing tables, as well as some small boxes underneath them. And on this wall as well, I'll also be adding mixing tables, meaning that the only wall that won't have mixing tables will be the actual entrance to our base. So this will be the only one that doesn't get one. Symmetry on all 4 sides again, and we'll be adding double doors right here, just to section off this floor to our very own liking when and if we are getting raided. Now that that's good, let's continue building the compound because our base looks strong enough as of right now. So back to the compound, we'll head over to these single doors right here, and we'll start by adding on 2 full walls right here, 2 half walls right here, with 2 frames right here, and remove this one. Same on this side, 2 half walls, top and bottom, and remove this one. And then we'll add down 2 walls right here, and a wall right here, and a door right here. Then we'll jump up on top and just put a full ceiling on top of everything. Once we got that down, we have a nice little angle for a shotgun trap here, funnel wall shotgun traps here, and shotgun traps here. We can also just spam shotgun traps under here and everywhere that you can possibly see fit to put down your shotgun traps. On top of our gatehouses, we'll build just our normal standard gatehouses, put a ceiling on top of it, and then these little frames right here. Then all that we need to do is put our actual barricades down. Now that we got our barricade down, we're good to continue. We'll go over here and add those same frames right here, and then put 2 barricades on top of this gatehouse as well. With that done, our base is now completely sealed and we should feel a lot safer. But it's not all done yet. Let's head back up on the roof here and turn symmetry off and open up this jump up by soft setting it from the inside. Then add on a frame, and then a couple walls here, 2 walls here, and then make this a nice little jump up. Single door here, and a window on the front. And same as always, we'll just add actual windows to them. We'll then add a garage door right here and 2 double doors leading out right here to create an airlock. And me personally, I like to just put even more mixing tables up here. With those being placed, as you can see, this will create a nice little airlock so raiders can't get in and out without this double door being closed, just like so. And we'll metal up this box as well. Now that that's all good, let's just simply build up. So we'll head back downstairs in here and soft set out this and this, and then add on frames on both of them, and then 2 full walls right here with a single door right here and another ceiling on top of it. And we'll metal this up, same down here, just to make it stronger. Once that's all metaled, we'll add on our actual single door and then jump up and put a ceiling on top of this and a wall right here. Don't forget to metal that as well. Add a little double door, a few more door frames, and a ceiling. Right here, we'll be putting a nice little garage door, and inside of this little pocket, we'll put down 2 beds, giving us a total of 8 respawn points right here as well. And then 2 double doors leading out, just like so. All we gotta do now is soft set out this one, and then repeat the process right here. Half wall, low wall, and a bunch of door frames. And a frame right here. Then we'll add on 3 garage doors right here. And this floor is all good now as well. All we gotta do is put down some lockers on 2 sides of the base, or more if we want to do that. So we'll just start by putting down lockers on all 4 walls right here. So if you put your lockers on symmetry with 4-sided along this wall right here, you're easily reachable by the actual beds. But if you are in your jump up during a raid defense, you can also reach it right here if you're getting stuck in your jump ups. So adding lockers on these walls can be quite helpful during a raid defense, because they are reachable not only from inside of this area, but also from your actual jump up, as you can see right here. So adding those can be quite useful during a raid defense. Now that we got that done, we'll add on our frame right here and then build the open core. So choose which side you want it on, either that jump up or that jump up, and then just simply build up 2 walls, just like so. 2 walls high all the way around, and we'll just metal it up like so. But these 2 walls and these will just hike wall, simply to make sure that our open core boxes will remain strong throughout the wipe. Add on 2 full walls, frame here and here. If you run into this issue, it's because of the locker down below, so just simply remove it and then add down this, and then crawl back downstairs and replace the locker, and you won't have that issue anymore. Now that we're back up, we'll build out some twig to build these floors, triangle behind it so we can get the triangle inside, and then repeat it on the other side. We'll then just break these right away. And we can just stone these, and then add down the actual doors, and this as well. Once that's all added, we have our open core boxes, but there's still plenty of things to do. We'll start over here by adding 2 walls and 2 walls right here. Make sure these are metal, and then put a ceiling on top of it, and then turn them into loot rooms. Now that we have those, we'll put walls all the way around here, and a wall here, and 3 double door frames right here. and a ceiling on top of this, and just metal up all of the ceilings. Put half walls all over here, and add on 2 more ramps, a window, and 2 double doors. Make sure the window is facing in, and we'll put an actual window on it too. Once we are up here, we'll start by placing these boxes in here, just so they're not too annoying to place later. You just simply place them just like this, and then put a floor on top of it. And they will be reachable from down here and through here. Before we put any more boxes in, we'll start by sealing in the actual core. So we'll add another window right here, and then put 2 walls right here, and then put 2 half floors right here with 2 windows on top, and the same on this side with 2 windows on top, and then wall in this, and then metal it all up. We want this to all be strong because it is our open core, which is where the best loot in our base will be for the entire wipe. So don't worry about wasting resources. And then put a ceiling on top of it, and metal up the ceiling per usual. Add on some double door frames. Then we just simply put the ceiling on top of this. We'll make sure this ceiling is high qual, just so our open core is stronger. Once we're out here, we'll start by finishing out these actual doors by just adding down this. And we'll just metal this up as well. And then we'll put actual windows inside of these, with for now a double door facing in. Now that that's all good, we can head back downstairs. But before we do that, we should probably honeycomb in these 2 walls around the whole base, and put a ceiling on top of it. Once we got those down, we'll jump over here and get back into our inner peak area, and jump up the 2 other jump ups that just obviously lead straight into a wall. And we'll just wall it all in like so, with a full wall right here, and a triangle jump up right here, where we'll put a garage door, and then put a floor on it, another frame, and then repeat the process right here. Wall off this, and then just put a double door here for now. This will be a ladder hatch to get to the next floor. We can metal up these walls as well to make the opening core slightly stronger. Once we are up here, we'll put down our triangle ladder hatch right here, giving us chutes up and down from our shooting floor. And then on this wall right here, we just simply honeycomb it in. Once we are this far in, we're up to our shooting floor. So before we continue building, we'll metal up all 4 sides of our base. Right here, where the jump ups are, we'll just metal them all the way up, just to make sure that our jump ups doesn't get lost too easily during a raid defense. So now that those are all upgraded, these doesn't really lead anywhere at all throughout the entire base, as you can see, besides the first floor. So that's not really that important. So we'll leave them stone for the time being. So once deployables have been placed in the open core, this is what we are looking at. We're looking at a total of 16 respawn points, boxes all the way around, boxes in here, and then more boxes and beds up here. Workbenches on the jump ups or repair benches, whatever you need, to simply give you a nice tight little crouch angle right here on both sides of the base, and garage doors on the open core loot rooms. And once that is all good, let's build up a little higher. Once we're up here, we'll start by adding 2 full walls right here and metal them all up, which will be 2 more bedrooms on this floor. Once we have those down, we'll add a window right here and a single door, and then rotate this single door right here to lead out instead to create an airlock, and then put the single door on and the window on right here, and then metal it all up. We want this floor to be metal, as it is the strongest part of our base, and if we lose this floor, our raid defense might be hard to control. So once that's all good, we'll add down a wall right here with a single door right here and 2 more frames. Rotate this door as well, simply to create airlocks on both sides. Put a double door here to create yet another airlock, and then we'll put down a locker on this wall, and then put beds and lockers all over here. So once it's all finished, this is just a horrible amount of beds up here, but it gives you the respawns you need, with a total of 16 respawns. Now that we have all these respawns down, let's continue on moving around. So now that we are this high up in the base, it's time to build up our shooting floor. So by using symmetry on all 4 sides, we're going to add frames right here. We'll build them out of metal all the way up to our shooting floor. So now that we are this high up in the base, we'll continue on doing it over here. So we'll add 2 frames right here, leading that high up, and then add frames on the outer area as well. 2 up, and then we'll add down a half wall, and then up 2 more. And this is what we are now working with. So let's head up on the actual shooting floor and add a floor here and a floor here. 2 floors right here to get a little peek down. And then we'll start swap over to stone, and then we'll go down here, add a triangle here with frames leading all the way up here. Same on this side, frame all the way up right here. And we'll have that on all 4 sides. Now that we're back up on this floor, we'll start by adding down some windows right here. And a frame right here so we can build these 2 triangles. And then the same on this side right here. And then put single door frames on both of these. And then we'll actually add a single door as well. So whenever we want to peek here, we can peek here. These are also really good for throwing grenades down if you want to blow up your raiders. Add a roof tile right here, but we'll upgrade this one to one of the many building skins. And then add down this frame if possible. So now that we have that down, let's go over here and add windows all the way around. 2 turret pods right here, and then a roof right here. But we'll upgrade this roof as well to one of the building skins. And once that's good, we'll add door frame here, and door frame here, and here, and here. And then jump back up top and put an actual ceiling on top of everything. We'll metal these 3 right here. Once that's good, let's jump on top of here and put a full ceiling on it. Once we got a full ceiling on that, we'll add down these 2 right here to create a roof peak. And then put a double door frame right here. We can just put that double door frame right away. Full wall, full wall, full wall, full wall. And 1 window right here. A window right here. And a single door and a double door. Inside of these, you can either put a locker or just box them all in. I like to box in one of them and put a locker in the other one. And then we'll put down a single door and a garage door right here with a window right here. And then in the center of the roof, we'll just box it all in to create a little pancake layer, just like so. And then jump up here, add 2 half walls, full set of windows, a few more turret pods, and the roof pieces as well. And then at the very top, we'll add on a full roof leaning in. And once we got that down, we'll go over here and add on these 2 frames right here. Upgrade them to the cool skin as well. And then jump up here and add a little pod right here for some respawn points. And then put 2 beds inside of each of them with a double door. And then 2 roof tiles here and 2 roof tiles here. Don't forget to metal up all of our ceilings. Once we got that down, we'll jump all the way up here and put our windmill down right in the center. And then we should be fine to add down some frames all the way around it. And we'll upgrade them to wood. So once that's all finished, our base is starting to look pretty finito. But there's a couple of things I like to add to my bases, which is to build up 3 frames right here and add a roof leaning into the base, and then do the same on this side. But on this side, we'll go 3 up as well, and then 1 leaning into the base. First of all, they look cool. Second off, rockets might hit them and reduce the rocket damage. Fourth of all, they will lower the fall damage you take from jumping off here. If you're trying to get off your base in a hurry, you're getting raided or whatever you need, jump down here, jump on this, and just run straight down here. And you'll lose maximum 25 HP. And the difference is, falling down here will hurt a lot more. So with that being said, this is the base finished. All we got to do now is a couple deployables. First thing we'll do in the actual compound will be to put turrets inside of all of these gatehouses. Once we got turrets inside of our gatehouses, we'll add on a frame right here and put some chain links on it as well. So with that being placed, we now have turrets covering all the angles we need them to. Let's start working on the actual shotgun placements. So over here, just put one wherever you see fit. But these are the spots that I personally think would work the best. So inside of here, this will just be a maze of shotgun traps for raiders to have to work around once they actually infiltrate your compound. Then you can put one right here. That'll be a nice little ankle biter. And then do the same on this side right here. Or you can put one inside of here as well, which will be effective all across your compound. So just get creative with it and start placing shotgun traps inside of all of the pockets that you see fits. This one right here will be good for people trying to ladder up on the outside. And then you can do the same right here, obviously, by putting a shotgun trap right here. You can put one right here as well. So by simply just spamming down shotgun traps will make it impossible to walk through seawall and a compound, making it so once a raider do get in here, you're going to run into quite a few issues trying to walk around your compound because there are shotgun traps literally everywhere you can see. And all of them are hidden well as well. So for a raider that are stressed running through your compound, they will run into at least one of them 5 times. And with that being said, this is the base design, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and that you like my new style of building for this one. And I will be back with another one next month.